If you want to thrive during an economic recession, there are some things you must know. The first thing you should probably understand is how difficult it will be. You are going to need to work the hardest you have ever worked, and will probably face some pretty difficult circumstances. The first thing you should do now is to embrace the situation. When faced with a bleak financial future like that, the best thing you need to do is understand the possibilities. Economic recessions usually lead to a new brand of millionaires and successful people. Despite being generally bad for the economy, recessions are great for people who position themselves properly. Your mindset should not be to see the recession as a setback, but as an opportunity. There's a popular saying that the obstacle is the way. This means that hardship is the route to victory. This should be your mindset when faced with a recession. Let's face it, recessions can be extremely difficult to grapple with. That is why it is vital for people to have a change of mindset, because that is what can help them get through it. Despite being a generally difficult time, if you have a positive mindset, work hard, and look out for hidden opportunities, you could come out of the recession better than you got into it. The second thing you should do to thrive during recession is to focus on solving problems. Remember, before you can even tackle the problem of thriving during a recession, you need to have a positive mindset. Once you have that mindset, it is time to get down to the problem of the recession. First off, you need to understand that money does not go away during a recession. People still have money. The only real difference is that money has now changed hands. If you have a business, it is time to think about who has that money, what problems they need solving, and what you can sell to them to solve that problem. If you don't have a business, you need to do that as well, but focus on investing in the companies that are solving that problem. A lot of people think that the stock and money markets are no-go areas during a recession. However, if you know what you are doing and know what to look for, you could make a fortune for yourself in those markets, even during a recession. If one word could describe a recession, it is uncertainty. Most people have absolutely no idea what is going to happen to their jobs, savings, and investments during a recession. Sadly, many of them confound the situation by not properly preparing for what could happen. What this means is that even when bad things happen, most people are unprepared. In many cases, their lack of preparation is what truly makes the recession worse. That is why it is important for you to have a doomsday scenario and prepare for it. What is the worst that could happen? Could you lose your job? Could you default on some loan repayments? What can you possibly do to mitigate those effects? You also need to have an eye on the future too. What is the best thing that could happen as a result of the recession? Could you get promoted at work because of layoffs? Could you have time to test run your business idea? What is the best thing that could happen, and how can you position yourself to make the most out of that opportunity? The first thing you should know about the stock market, if you did not know it already, is that all investments compete. It is basically a competition for money and interest. If every business could win, we would have found a way to make that possible by now. But it is not, so the investment market is basically a zero-sum game. In this zero-sum game, you certainly do not want to be caught backing just one player. Sure, if you back one player and that player wins, your returns will be immense. You would look like King Midas with a hand of gold. But what if that player loses? And importantly, how certain are you of the chances of this player in a recession where almost everyone is losing and very few are winning? That is why the safe bet is to diversify your portfolio as much as you can. By spreading your risk, you are ensuring that your portfolio does not collapse to pieces. The fifth thing you need to do in this period is to invest in yourself. In an economic recession, there are limited things you can invest in. The currency and stock markets are usually on a downward trend, and it can be very risky to put all of that money in the market. However, there is one market where you control all the odds. You are the one that determines what goes in that market, and that market is you. If you invest in yourself, you are investing in a good whose value is entirely up to you. There are almost no outside forces that can determine how much value you can squeeze from your investment. Coaching, online courses, or even traditional schools are all a great investment. One way to invest in yourself in order to survive in a recession is by increasing your capacity to earn. A lot of economists talk about saving and investing as a sure path to wealth. However, the surest path to wealth is neither of those two. The surest path to wealth is increasing your capacity to earn. Increasing your salary by 100% will do a lot more to your bottom line than saving and investing half of your salary. For example, if you have an entry-level job, It is better for you to use your savings to acquire knowledge and skills that could take you to the next level at your company. Investing in yourself can take different forms, but some of the more regular forms include buying online courses, taking additional professional classes, or even something as simple as watching informational YouTube videos. That is the thing about investing in yourself. It does not always have to do with money. It could be something as simple as just investing more of your time into learning. It may not even have to do with learning. It could be even buying yourself more time to rest and meditate. Do you spend too much time cleaning your home? Hire a cleaner. Do you spend too much time cooking? Invest in takeouts and use that time beneficially for yourself. Do you spend too much time driving? Get a driver. Use that commute to read a book that makes you more productive. In essence, buy yourself more time so you can use that time to be more productive. The last thing you need to do to thrive in a recession is to be humble. There are many lessons to be learned in this period, and you need to be humble to be able to learn these lessons. There are patterns in the market that you will not see if you do not watch and learn with some humility. Remember that there is so much that you do not know and so much you can learn. You must also remember that there are thousands out there with better skills and better information that are getting kicked by the recession. So if you do experience some hard times, remember that it will not last forever, and that you are just one of many that are dealing with the same situation. Thriving in a recession is certainly difficult, but if you follow the advice in this video, you should be in a good place after the recession. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.